First up, Sean Strickland just reminded everyone why he's still one of the most dangerous men at middleweight. In the main event in Houston, Strickland stopped Anthony Hernandez by a third-round TKO after a long layoff. And this wasn't a lucky punch, it was a disciplined, clinical performance. From the opening round, Strickland controlled the fight with his trademark jab, constantly disrupting Hernandez's rhythm. The champion, Khamzat Chimaev, has yet to defend his belt and has openly discussed moving up to light heavyweight for a potential super fight with Alex Pereira. After the win, Strickland didn't hold back. He accused Chimaev of avoiding contenders and demanded the UFC make him defend his title before chasing bigger fights. According to Strickland, the division shouldn't be put on hold while the champion explores other opportunities. While reports suggest Chimaev could face Nasruddin Imavov next, Strickland's dominant finish makes him one of the most compelling challengers waiting in line.
Legendary sparring session you guys had. He said he tapped you out. That's why you hate him.
Bro, I made him quit training. Witnesses in the audience. Where's Eric at? I made him quit. No, dude. We're doing positional grappling. And he in positional grappling. All right, start on my back. And I was like, first round, I let him choke me because it's like no one gives a fuck. Let me tell you about this little. When I walk into a gym, do you think that I go find the little weakest man? I say, let's spar. I say no. I go find the biggest, baddest motherfucker. And I'm like, hey, I want to spar you. Every time Chimaev would walk in the gym, he would pick the smallest, lowest level pro. And this is a true story. You guys could back me up, my team. He would pick the smallest guys. Chimaev's a fucking bully. And if you notice what he does in the division, he just runs and fucking hides. Oh, now I want to go to 205 and fight fucking Yuri, who's not even the fucking champ, dude. You just run and fucking hide. You did it when you train with us, and you're doing it in the fucking division.
Meanwhile, controversy is brewing around former lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov. Recently, Khabib promoted a digital product through the messaging platform Telegram, sparking accusations online that the project might be linked to questionable crypto schemes. Because celebrity-backed digital assets have been associated with scams in the past, the backlash spread quickly across social media. Now, his teammate and current lightweight champion, Islam Makhachev, has stepped forward to defend him. According to Makhachev, the product wasn't an investment or a promise of profit. He described it as a digital collectible, essentially something fans could purchase as memorabilia rather than as a financial asset. Islam Makhachev also revealed that he may partner with similar projects himself, emphasizing that they see it as a new way to interact with supporters rather than a business scheme. Still, skepticism remains high among fans whenever digital products are involved, especially when promoted by high-profile figures. So, back when Khabib launched his partnership with Telegram, people like Conor McGregor jumped on Twitter and started calling it a scam. But it's not a scam at all. It's just like buying a digital gift. A person can buy it and simply gift it to someone else, and that's it. There was never any promise that you were buying it to make money in the future or to sell it for a profit later. It's not like cryptocurrency where people are looking for a return on investment. It's a completely different thing. Personally, I really enjoy using the platform. You can upload long videos for the fans and keep a history of everything you do. There are negotiations happening for me to have an exclusive partnership as well, likely involving similar digital gifts, just a way for fans to own a piece of the history. We have our own Telegram channel where we post daily training videos and updates to engage with the fans. Nothing wrong with that. Back to Strickland, his post-fight comments didn't just target Chimaev. They sparked reactions from fighters connected to the Caucasus region, where Chimaev comes from. Featherweight champion Ilia Topuria, who shares regional roots and previously trained alongside Chimaev, addressed the situation during a livestream appearance with bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili. Topuria emphasized that fighters from that region take personal honor very seriously and warned that disrespectful talk can escalate beyond typical promotional trash talk. He encouraged settling disputes inside the cage rather than through insults, reinforcing the idea that true respect in combat sports is earned through competition. It's always easy to sit thousands of kilometers away and throw insults at guys from the Caucasus. You can say whatever you want when you're comfortable, when there's no real pressure on you, but talk is cheap when you're safe behind a microphone or a screen. Come prove it in the octagon instead of just talking too much from far away. The mentality that we Caucasians have is different. I know how we're built. Where we're from, we stand up for the words we say, and people who don't do that will face consequences. If someone has something to say, the octagon is there. That's where respect is earned. I understand that some words need to be spoken to build hype, but it shouldn't cross lines. When the cage door closes, everything becomes real, and that's when you find out who you're really dealing with. The tension adds another layer of intrigue to an already explosive middleweight picture. And now, shifting from MMA to boxing, a potentially historic move could be underway. UFC President Dana White and his new promotion, Zuffa Boxing, are reportedly in discussions with undisputed heavyweight champion Oleksandr Usyk. If this deal happens, it would be one of the biggest crossovers in combat sports history. Usyk currently sits at the top of the boxing world, and signing him would instantly give White's boxing venture massive credibility. It would also signal a serious challenge to traditional boxing promoters and sanctioning bodies. White has repeatedly said he wants to reshape boxing into a format similar to the UFC: fewer belts, fewer politics, and more focus on the biggest fights possible. Critics, however, question whether such a system can succeed in a sport long dominated by multiple organizations and competing interests. Usyk has been linked to several blockbuster matchups, including a potential clash with Deontay Wilder, but negotiations have reportedly moved slowly. That uncertainty could open the door for a surprise partnership with Zuffa Boxing. If it happens, it could dramatically alter the landscape of heavyweight boxing.
They've hired the best lobbyists here in DC in order to accomplish that, but it's a grand vision that no one ever thought of before. What are you talking about? They probably all thought of it. They just thought it was, at least in the last nearly 30 years, illegal to do that. No one was close enough to a authoritarian regime to be able to legislatively force some of these kinds of changes. That's not visionary. The real question is how they're going to present it differently. Now, we've heard that they're going to have fewer weight classes. We'll see how that goes. They might have some different change. There might be some rule changes related to ring size or some other things. We'll have to see. And again, we'll see what kind of effect that has on the product. I've mentioned this before. The real key to what they're doing, and this is why it's important, is the other boxing organizations, they've all begun to seal their own demise by their own problems, not least of which is not merely Golden Boy or Top Rank, but on top of that, the sanctioning bodies as well. It's not to defend the existing order. It's to say the existing order might be in need of reformation, but it's not needed reformation that you just give it.
If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for daily fight news, and I'll see you in the next one.